Today we're comparing two very famous and highly sought after sets for LEGO Star Wars, the 2005 and 2010 Turbo Tanks, which are both honestly white whales for me. So firstly, the figures. Taking a look at the figures of both sets, there is a clear winner. The 2005 Turbo Tank comes with so many figs. Plane clones, a jetpack trooper, the 327th clone that's kind of oddly included here since it's supposed to be Kashyyyk, but he's kind of the placeholder clone commander representing Cody like in the Complete Saga. And then the famous Kashyyyk Scout Trooper, who only appears in this set and has great printing all around. A super unique figure with leg printing, which was fairly rare for the time. And the light up Mace Windu, which is just so cool. If you press the top of the head, the lightsaber lights up purple, which is such a unique feature and honestly should make a comeback in LEGO sets. If you got the 2005 Turbo Tank without the light up version of Mace Windu, however, you also got another additional plane clone as well. It also comes with a couple of battle droids, which we've all seen battle droids, but man, this set really had everything going for it. 10 out of 10 lineup, especially for the time. In comparison, the 2010 Turbo Tank does have a good lineup, but not as great. We get both Anakin and Ahsoka, who we have seen in other sets before at the time, plus a couple of clone troopers, one with armor, which are always welcome additions to a set of this nature. We get Aayla Secura, who I believe this was the first time we ever saw her in a set with this cool head mold that accurately depicts her Clone Wars look in LEGO form. And we also get Cad Bane as the sole villain in this set. Especially at the time, he was definitely a sought after figure, which drove the value of this set up. And yeah, he looks pretty sweet. But to compete with the other Turbo Tanks figures, this one would have needed at least one extra clone and a couple of battle droids to challenge the Republic tank. So yeah, the point for the figures goes to the 2005 Turbo Tank, no contest. But the build, or should I say builds, on the other hand, that's a bit more of a toss-up. The 2005 Turbo Tank is big, sturdy, and really awesome. I remember watching all of these different stop motions and YouTube videos of this thing when I was a kid, and it was super sturdy. The vehicle actually has suspension, so it can traverse some rough terrain such as rocks and hills, which is a super creative feature for kids to enjoy. And that really deserves a thumbs up for this set. The interior itself can fit all of your figures with the front, back, and middle sections, and there's even a lookout post above. The 2005 set comes with two additional builds. A pretty accurate at the time speeder bike that looked way better than what came with the 2007 Clone Battle Pack. So anytime you'd see that better speeder in a stop motion, you knew a Turbo Tank was coming too. And there's also this Hoth-like creative little turret that the droids get, plus a little light machine gun emplacement for one of them. Again, easily a top tier build in my opinion. It covers all of the bases for a good set and allows people to have a ton of fun by just getting this one product, having many things to play with for both forces. But the same cannot fully be said for the 2010 Turbo Tank, which actually, even after saying that, I honestly prefer. Here's why. It's just a tad bit larger than the 2005 version and comes with its own accessory builds, that being an interesting but honestly useless command center, and this awesome, honestly best LEGO made minifigure scale AT-RT, which can actually fit inside of the Turbo Tank, just like the turret in the 2005 version as well. The 2010 version has a ton of interior space with a light gray look and beefier wheels for better traversing of terrain. And this machine gun emplacement up top, which resembles the 2005 Clone Wars series version more, like with that scene with the clone manning the gun in the Season 2 premiere. This version of the Turbo Tank does not come with a lookout scope, but it does come with a handle that is, if you were fortunate enough to have one, compatible with the 2009 dropship, which is such an awesome feature that both allows for easy carrying of the vehicle, but also feature compatibility with multiple sets. I love that about the late 2000s Clone Wars wave. Sadly, Cad Bane doesn't get any help with his own builds, funnily enough, but he's a pretty impressive and dangerous character, so I'm sure when we were kids, we imagined him taking on the entire tank group alone. Either way, I might get some flack for this, but I just love the 2010 Turbo Tank build way more than the 2005 version. It's larger, more akin to the Clone Wars version, and just feels more substantial of a tank. It is my actual white whale after all. So I think the 2010 build takes the cake. And finally, let's talk about value, because these sets were different prices when they released. The 2005 Turbo Tank retailed for $90 USD, which is about $150 today, meaning the set has a price per gram, shout out to 5 Lonely Clones for this method of comparison, of 8 cents, with a total weight of 1.78 kilograms. Compared to the 2010 Turbo Tank, which retailed for $120, which puts it at $176.30 today, which, wow, that's actually a lot, with a price per gram of 9 cents, with a total weight of 1.88 kilograms. But do note that the 2010 turbo tank does have more pieces, though, yeah, it's a lot more expensive, even with having 300 extra pieces. Now, in my opinion, through this comparison, I would certainly go for both. Both would be better than just having one, but I find the 2010 turbo tank to actually be more appealing to me than the 2005 one. Yes, the 2005 one has more unique and honestly better figures, but the build is just bigger, badder, and better on the 2010 turbo tank. Plus, it's also able to be carried by the dropship. So for me, I'd take the 2010 turbo tank, my personal white whale, so as soon as I find one, I'm snatching it. Otherwise, what do you think? Which turbo tank is better? Let me know in the comment section down below, and until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.